This video will show how to perform a force calibration on the 630 MA wire myograph. The calibration is very important as it will keep your transducers in excellent working condition and will also give your experiments the most meaningful data. We recommend that you calibrate at least once a month, but the process only takes a few minutes, so you can calibrate as often as you'd like. In order to calibrate, you will need a small segment of wire mounted on the back mount, which is attached to the force transducer. You will also need water or buffer in your chambers warmed to 37 degrees Celsius. And finally, you will need the calibration kit that came with your system. In order to calibrate, you will need to access the force calibration menu. This can be found in the settings and then force calibration. We will highlight channel 1 as that is where we will be doing our calibration. Press enter to take you into the menu. This will show you a 6-step process. However, there are only a few steps that you are actually doing anything. Step 1 tells you to follow the procedure in the manual. However, instructions will also be provided on the touchscreen. Press next step. Step 2 tells you to place the calibration bridge and T-balance on the chamber that you will be calibrating. This is the calibration bridge. You will notice that there are feet on each side. Both of the feet should rest on top of the chamber. They should not be hanging over the side. You will also notice that the hole is not in the center of the bridge. It is off to one side, and you should make sure that that side is over your tissue chamber. Next, you will need the T-balance. This will drop into the hole on the calibration bridge. You will also notice the plate on the T-balance. This will sit in the grooves on the calibration bridge. You will now drop the T-balance into the opening of the calibration bridge, making sure that the tip of the T-balance goes into the middle of the rectangular opening between the wire and the back of the jaw. You will most likely need to adjust the location of the tip of the T-balance. Carefully grab both sides of the calibration bridge and move it until the tip of the T-balance is close to the wire but not touching it. Once the calibration bridge and T-balance are in place, press next step. Step 3 asks you to turn on the heat and wait until the temperature is stable at 37 degrees Celsius. You can either perform the calibration at 37 degrees Celsius or at room temperature. However, you should not do the calibration while it is warming to 37 degrees. We are very close, so we can go to the next step. Step 4 provides you with a 4-digit number. You should make sure that this number is stable and not drifting up or down. You want it to be stable or going back and forth between two numbers. In this case, it is stable, and we can go to the next step. Step 5 tells you to place a 2-gram weight on the T-balance. You will place the weight on the back pan of the T-balance, which will kick the tip forward and engage the wire, simulating a vessel's constriction. You should wait 10 seconds for it to stabilize before going to the next step. Step 6 should give you a number close to 9.81 millinewtons. If you are plus or minus 0.1, you can select next step to lock in your calibration. That completes the calibration, and you can proceed to the next channel. For more detailed information about the system, please refer to the 630 MA user manual or additional resource videos, which can be found on the DMT website.